Hello and welcome back to another episode of my Cisco networking videos. Today we're going to talk about OSPF or Open Shortest Path first. But before we start, I would like to tell you a short story. It's not really a story, but I just want to say something. Have you ever heard of the Fallout 4? Yeah, it's the new movie that just came like last week. Oh, no, it's not a movie, sorry. Just watching the trailer. It's a game. I'm not really a gamer, but I bought this game the other day, and when I started to play it, I find it boring. The gameplay, the story, it's like, oh my days, why did I buy this game? And apparently, yeah, I requested for a refund from Steam, and they just refunded me the money. I'm not telling you not to buy this game. It's just my own opinion. I just want to share it. So let's proceed to our tutorial. Now, OSPF, Open Shortest Path First, is defined as a routing protocols for IP networks. It uses a link state routing algorithm and falls into the group of interior routing protocols operating within a single autonomous system. Autonomous system, it refers to the area which the routers are in or the networks are in. So OSPF, how does it work? Let's just say this R1, router 1 here, wants to access router 3 here, yeah. And then, yeah, normally he goes like router 1 to router 6 and router 3, which is the basic route it takes to reach router 3. Now, what if router 3 falls, or let's just say shut down? Just get something here. Fill color black. Yeah, it went down. Now, how is the router 1 gonna choose the path or the route to access router 3 again? So most of you is gonna say router 1 to router 2, then router 3. Alright, yeah. What if this connection, router 1, router 2 to 3, takes like a very slow connection, like 1 megabytes per second. Yeah. And our connection from router 7, router 5 to 3 could just take I'm not really accurate in this, just say roughly 100 megabytes per second. Alright, so with the OSPF implemented on this network, router 1, yeah, even if it's the shortest path, yeah, a shortest doesn't mean it's just like 1 hop away or 2 hops, sorry. I'm gonna take this path, no, because this network here, the router R7, R5 to R3 is faster than the connection on R2 to R3. Router 1's gonna use this path, R7, R5, R3. So basically OSPF lets the router decide which route is the fastest. Yeah. So in this tutorial, let's just say, yeah, this is OSPF. That big, yeah. We're just gonna like tackling this big of information on this tutorial, in this video. So there's a lot more to learn on OSPF. Now, let's come back. Now, assuming that we have 2 router here, This is router 1. I'm just gonna show you how to set up your router to be to use OSPF. Now, just use automatic connections, doesn't matter. Yeah, I have received a lot of comments on my other videos. Oh, you're using the wrong connections. Yeah, it doesn't matter, just for the tutorial's sake. But in the real world, yeah, you really need to use the right connections. I'm gonna make another videos about that to clear up things. But for this tutorial's sake, we're just gonna use automatic connections. Alright, we added some switches over there, maybe some end user. Yeah, that's faster. Now let's just say this is our network 1 has the subnet of 168.1.0/24, and this network 192.168.2.0, yeah, /24 as well. 192.168.3.0 for our network 3. Oops. /24. Alright. Now, let's begin with assigning the IP addresses of the interfaces on the router. Oops. Alright. Turn down. Now, on this dialog, continue with configuration dialog. Okay. Type no, hit enter, then type enable. Then we need to enter global configuration mode. Oops, let's type configure T. Then yeah, on the interface gigabits 0/1. So interface gigabit 0/1. Hit enter. Now we're gonna assign IP address. IP address of because it's on the network 1, it's gonna have 192.168.1.1 and the subnet mask of 255.255.255.0. Hit enter and no shutdown. Don't forget this very important command, the no shutdown, or else you're gonna mess the network up. You're gonna let an interface down. Basically it's not on, so that's how you turn on the interface. Alright, now hit enter, exit. Then we're moving on the interface 0/0 on router 1. Hit, oh sorry, I forgot gigabit. Now IP address of 192.168, because it's on the network number 2, we're gonna have 2.1. Yeah, 255.255.255.0. Hit enter, no shutdown command, then hit exit. Alright, everything is up for router 1. Let's proceed to router number 2. Hit no. Sorry. Now enter, enable, now configure command, configure terminal, then interface, gigabit. Let's start with 0/0. Yeah, now it's on network 2, and the interface 0/0 on router 1 has already the IP address of 2.1. Now this one's gonna have 192.168.2.2 subnet mask 255.0. Hit enter, no shutdown. There we go. You have the green light there, means it's connected. Now let's move on to the other interface, gigabit 0/1. It's a network 3. It's gonna have 192.168.3.1. yeah, it's gonna serve as the default gateway as well of the network 3. Then subnet mask, no shutdown, hit exit. Alright, so we now all have set its IP addresses. Now let's begin on setting up OSPF. Now we're gonna start on router 1. Oops, sorry about that. Yeah, now you see that message, line protocol app down, it says it's connected physically. Now to enable OSPF, let's type on the global configuration mode, type router OSPF and 1. What is that 1? 1 is the process ID I assigned to this process. So yeah, basically whenever I type 1 on the other routers as an OSPF process ID, it means that it belongs in the same area as this one with the process ID of 1. So all routers that have the process ID of 1 and OSPF belongs on the same area. Now hit enter. So as you can see here, the difference, like we are now in the router configuration mode. Now listen, this command, I'm gonna try to explain this the more brief, the more basic, so you can understand it. So just type network, you just put the one moment here, 192.168.2.0. Then oops, that I have got 2 spaces there. So what does this mean? This line, this part of the command is like, it identifies what network to advertise. Advertise means what network, yeah, it should go. So it's like where the packet should go out. Then instead of putting the common subnet mask here like 255.0, we're gonna change it to wildcard mask or wildcard bits. And to do wildcard bits, like 255, just invert everything. 255 means 0, yeah, and the 0 becomes 255. Yeah, just revert it. Then next to that, hit enter. oops, 192.168. We got a problem here. Network 192. Oh, here. Yeah, double vape. Hit enter. Oh, sorry. We forgot one command. Area 0. Area 0 is the area with which the network resides. So hit enter. There you go. Now that you have this area 0 configured, router 1 is now advertising the network 2, which is the 2.0. And then next command, type in network 192.168.1.1, then wildcard bits 0, oops, 0.0.0, area 2, area 0 as well. Then network 192.168.2.1 to 0. Area 0. Alright, so what is this command? As you can see here, these are the IP addresses of the interfaces on router 1, which means these are gonna serve the gateway of the packets when it advertises the area 2.0, which is on the first command here. Now there you go. Let's proceed to router 2. Hit router OSPF, the process ID that we entered on the router 1, which is 1. Hit enter. Now network 192.168.2. You remember here which IP address we assigned here? That 2. Then the wildcard bits 0, area 0. Hit enter. Network 192.168.3.1. There you go, which is the network 3. Hit wildcard bits, oops, 0.0.0.0. Hit enter. Oops, area 0. Yeah, now you see the message here. Process 1 NBR neighbors, yeah, 192.168.2.1 on gigabit Ethernet 0/0 from loading to full. Loading done. Now as you can see here, router 1 is already advertising this network 2.0 to router 2, so that end users on devices on network 3 could reach network 1. Now to check that, hit exit, go to router 1, exit, then show IP OSPF neighbor. Yeah, you could see here it detected the network, the next network to the router 1, which is the 3.1 network. Oh, sorry, the 3.0 network. Now let's gonna try to ping desktop. Yeah, IP config. Gonna assign this 192.168 .1.2 subnet mask default gateway will be the 192.168.1.1. Alright, next let's do the same on the other computer on network 3. Hit 192.168.3.2 gateway 192.168.3.1, which is the default gateway of the network 3. Now let's try to ping this computer here on network 3 if it works. Now ping 192.168.3.2 in it. Hit enter. Yeah, good. No, yeah, we had a reply. So basically OSPF is running on this network. Now if you want to try to add some more router here, for example one more here, yeah, what you're gonna do is from router 1, yeah, you type the, let's just say for example this is 192.168.4 network, maybe 4.0 network, yeah, network. The command for that will be configure router on the same OSPF process ID. Yeah, it will be network. Type the network subnet. Yeah, select 192.168.4.0. It says that everything on this network go to this get out to access this network, get out to this interface. So like 0.0.0.255 area 0. Yeah, so in this case it will be on, what is this, what interface, yeah, 0/2. So just configure the interface gigabit 0/2 and advertise the network from the interface. Alright guys, so if you had any questions, just post in the comment, leave some comments, and I'm gonna do my best to answer your questions. That's all for today. Thank you for watching. Please subscribe.